Welcome back to 20 Car. Imagine rolling down an endless ribbon of asphalt as dawn's first light spills through a canopy of redwood giants. The road unfurls before you like a well-kept secret, and there, on the horizon, emerges a silhouette both familiar and astonishing, the 2025 Chevrolet Express Unofficial Concept. It doesn't simply glide into view, it arrives with the poise of a stage actor hitting its mark. From the moment you glimpse its sleek profile, you know this isn't the delivery van of your errands, it's a bold statement about the future of mobility. Crafted by engineers and designers who dare to dream beyond mere utility, in an age when conventional vans are content to ferry parcels and passengers without fanfare, Chevrolet has thrown down the gauntlet. What if functional vehicles could be canvases for artistry, laboratories of innovation, and warm sanctuaries of comfort all at once? This unofficial concept takes the Express nameplate, synonymous for decades with workhorse reliability, and transforms it into a visionary tour de force that turns heads on city corners and exudes confidence on empty highways. The 2025 Express concept beckons you to reimagine transport not as a chore, but as an experience that pulses with energy, creativity, and boundless possibility. From its adaptive exterior panels that shimmer like a chameleon in shifting light, to its interior modules that morph on demand to cradle you in ergonomic luxury. Every inch of this van has been rethought from the ground up. Underneath its aerodynamic skin lies an advanced hybrid powertrain flirting with 600 horsepower, yet whisper quiet in its electric mode. And while traditional cargo vans scoff at flashy features, this concept flaunts them: holographic turn signals, kinetic LED accents, sculptural wheel arches, and even a panoramic glass roof that doubles as an integrated solar array. In other words, the 2025 Express Unofficial Concept isn't just a van, it's a manifesto of what happens when unbridled imagination meets engineering prowess. Pull up closer, and you'll notice the attention lavished on the smallest details: aqua blue anodized vents that hint at eco-friendly credentials, tire treads engineered for minimal road noise yet maximum grip, mirrors that retract and transform into digital cameras streaming 360-degree views to a head-up display. Chevrolet's designers have even toyed with asymmetrical creases that, at first glance, seem to defy symmetry, until you realize they optimize airflow around the vehicle's silhouette. In short, this van invites inspection, challenges assumptions, and rewards curiosity, revealing new surprises at every turn. Car appearance. At first glance, the 2025 Express concept appears to sprout wings of possibility rather than cargo doors. Its overall silhouette has been lowered by nearly 2 inches compared to its production stablemates, lending it a planted, athletic stance. The profile is defined by a continuous, ribbon-like character line that sweeps from the sharpened front fender all the way to the rear quarter, punctuated by elegantly sculpted flares around the wheels. This ribbon, depending on exterior color choice, can adopt a gradient hue, morphing from cobalt blue at the front to emerald green at the back, thanks to a proprietary ChromaFlow paint process developed in collaboration with aerospace coating specialists. The front fascia is perhaps the concept's most daring statement. Gone is the bulky, utilitarian grille. In its place, you find a slim, hexagonal mesh infused with micro-LED filaments that pulse gently when the van is locked or unlocked, an almost living sign of welcome. Flanking the grille are ultra-thin headlamp units, each employing laser-etched crystal lenses that refract light into an aura of soft luminescence, reminiscent of lanterns drifting across a midnight lake. These lamps, dubbed aura eyes, spread their beam in a feathered pattern to ensure both drama and safety, while hidden air intakes beneath them channel cooling airflow to battery packs and radiators. The hood, elongated and subtly domed, features 2 shallow creases that guide air toward the windshield base, minimizing turbulence and wind noise. Along the sides, the adaptive panels, constructed from a lightweight carbon fiber composite, can adjust their contour ever so slightly at highway speeds, optimizing aerodynamic efficiency on the fly. When stationary, these panels can expand outward by a few millimeters to create a shelter mode that channels ambient sound away from cabin occupants, delivering near silence even in bustling urban environments. The rear boasts a seamlessly integrated tailgate that, when opened, splits into a fold-down work platform and a vertical hatch, perfect for pop-up cafes or mobile workstations. The taillights echo the front's laser-etched motif, but here they double as brake lights, sequential turn signals, and an animated welcome sequence. At night, they trace patterns that mimic molten metal flowing into place, a subtle nod to Chevy's heritage of metal craftsmanship. Below, the diffuser integrates triangular exhaust outlets and subtly accentuates the vehicle's wide stance. Adding to the theatrical flair are the wheels, 22-inch retractable rims finished in brushed nickel, their multi-spoke design inspired by wind turbines. At low speeds, they spin freely on magnetic bearings, each spoke hollowed to allow ambient air to cool the brakes via internal channels. Imagine gliding through a tunnel, the lights reflecting off these spokes like liquid mercury, reinforcing the van's futuristic essence. From any angle, the 2025 Express Unofficial Concept commands attention, not only through sheer scale, over 18 feet from bumper to bumper, but through the stories it tells in every crease, contour, and illuminated accent. It invites onlookers into a world where a work van isn't just a box on wheels, but an ambassador for ingenuity. Interior specifications. Step inside the Concept's cabin and you're greeted by a spatial reimagining that blends modular versatility with handcrafted luxury. Instead of a fixed dashboard, Chevrolet's designers opted for a fluid command ribbon, a flexible OLED touchscreen strip extending from driver's side to center console. Wrapping around like the band of a luxury timepiece, this ribbon adapts contextually, sections enlarge when displaying navigation, shrink when showing climate controls, and even split into two distinct tiles for passenger and driver personalization. Haptic feedback beneath your fingertips recreates the sensation of physical buttons, marrying digital fluidity with tactile assurance. The steering yoke breaks free from tradition, its flat-top design borrowed from high-performance racers, yet refined with a comfortable grip wrapped in sustainable Alcantara. Behind it, a digital instrument cluster floats within an open housing, its graphics rendered in chili pepper red and neon teal, a nod to Chevy's performance legacy and forward-looking aesthetic. This cluster seamlessly transitions into augmented reality overlays on the windshield, projecting turn-by-turn directions onto the road ahead or highlighting charging stations across town as tiny glowing icons. Seat architecture takes inspiration from ergonomic research normally reserved for high-end sports cars. The driver and front passenger seats incorporate memory foam layered over carbon fiber frames, suspending occupants in plush comfort while maintaining firm support during brisk accelerations or winding road escapades. The seat's side bolsters can inflate or deflate automatically based on cornering forces, ensuring optimal posture and reducing fatigue on long journeys. All seating surfaces are upholstered in a proprietary vegan leather infused with microscopic air chambers, providing unexpected cooling in summer and gentle warmth in winter. Ambient lighting in the cabin is not limited to colored LEDs, rather, it uses a network of photoluminescent fibers embedded within the overhead headliner. These fibers respond to vehicle speed and music beats, producing dynamic waves of light that synchronously rise and fall like visual soundscapes. At idle, the headliner emits a soft, bioluminescent glow, evoking moonlight filtering through rainforest canopies. Cargo and passenger space operate on a transform mode philosophy. Bench seats in the rear can be configured into a flat-load floor, a reclining lounge, or even a half-height workstation with integrated USB-C ports and wireless charging pads. At the press of a button, motorized rails raise or lower these modules, controlled via the command ribbon or the companion mobile app. Beneath the floor lies a hidden compartment lined in high-density EVA foam, ideal for storing delicate gear, musical instruments, or high-value photography equipment. Connectivity in the Concept is unparalleled. Dual-mode Wi-Fi 7 and 5G antennas ensure seamless streaming and remote work capabilities, while an onboard edge computing unit allows over-the-air software updates and real-time diagnostics. Voice assistants converse in natural language, learning from user preferences to adjust cabin temperature, suggest routes that avoid potholes, or cue voice memos based on calendar events. An optional rear seat entertainment suite includes two 12-inch tablets that stow flush into the seatbacks, wired for our gaming experiences that transform the van into a mobile amusement pod. Finally, the materials palette marries tactile luxury with environmental mindfulness. Dashboard inlays of reclaimed oak are finished with low oak varnish. Flooring tiles repurposed from recycled ocean plastics form a mosaic pattern. Even the gear shift knob is carved from fallen walnut branches sourced from sustainable forestry initiatives. This is not eco-window dressing, it's a pervasive ethic that permeates every surface, every stitch, every tech choice. Competitors. In the rapidly evolving landscape of commercial and multi-purpose vans, several key rivals jockey for attention alongside the Chevrolet Express Unofficial Concept. Understanding these competitors illuminates precisely where Chevy's visionary exercise surpasses the pack. Mercedes-Benz Vision Van Concept. Mercedes-Benz has long championed luxury in light commercial vehicles. Their Vision Van concept introduced autonomous delivery pods and robotic loading arms, features that wowed at auto shows. yet it still clings to a style that feels more utilitarian than aspirational, its blocky silhouette and focus on logistics overshadowing any sense of grandeur. The Chevy Express Concept, by contrast, balances workhorse utility with head-turning presence, ensuring it belongs on boulevards as comfortably as in warehouses. Ford Transit Electric Concept. Ford's latest all-electric Transit aims to democratize range and efficiency, packing its blue oval with substantial battery capacity and a minimalist cabin. However, its design remains conventional, and its powertrain tuning prioritizes economy over excitement. While the Transit Electric undercuts many rivals on sticker price, it doesn't offer the same immersive cabin experience or sculptural flair. The Chevy Concept stakes its claim as the first van to merge EV technology with automotive theater, presenting a narrative as compelling as its performance numbers. Ram ProMaster Revolution. Ram's ProMaster Revolution prototype teases a rugged, off-road ready variant, complete with reinforced suspension and all-terrain tires. It's built for beating down forest roads or traversing construction sites, no small feat. Still, its emphasis on brawn overshadows finesse. Inside, Spartan materials and bulky controls remind you of its single-minded purpose. The Chevrolet Express Concept refuses to settle for one-dimensionality. It promises both an off-grid adventure and a luxury lounge in a single package, thanks to adjustable suspension height and modular seating. Volkswagen ID. Buzz Cargo. Volkswagen resurrected nostalgia with its ID. Buzz lineup, evoking the classic microbus. The cargo version swaps windows for solid panels, emphasizing storage over style. Yet beneath the cheeky exterior lies an EV with modest power and limited customization. By comparison, Chevrolet's Concept broadened the palette. It offers a spectrum of powertrain options and interior modules catering to everyone from caterers to digital nomads. From camper van enthusiasts to urban courier services. While each rival brings strengths, be it off-road capability, electric efficiency, or nostalgic charm, the 2025 Chevrolet Express Unofficial Concept synthesizes them into a cohesive whole. It outpaces competitors in adaptability, ambience, and showmanship, refusing to compromise utility for luxury or vice versa. Here, form follows imagination, not convention. Price. As an unofficial concept, the 2025 Chevrolet Express has not yet been assigned a definitive MSRP. However, based on Chevrolet's historical pricing strategies and the advanced technology packed within this van, an estimated price range can be drawn. In its base mild hybrid form, boasting 375 horsepower, adaptive suspension, and the modular interior package, you might expect to see a starting price around $52,000. Opting for the plug-in hybrid with extended electric range and advanced driver assist systems likely nudges the sticker toward $62,000. For the fully electric variant, equipped with a dual motor setup delivering 580 horsepower, 300 miles of EPA-rated range, and fast charging capability, the figure climbs further, potentially settling near $72,000. Yet these numbers are speculative. Chevrolet has historically positioned its Express lineup slightly below European luxury competitors, even when loaded with comparable features. Thus, if the concept enters production at scale, economies might temper prices by several $1,000s, particularly for fleet or bulk orders. Trim differentiation will also play a role. A Workmaster trim, with heavy-duty floors, simplified command ribbon, and focus solely on cargo, could undercut the base concept by $5,000, appealing to cost-conscious businesses. Conversely, a Premier Studio trim, featuring premium vegan leather upholstery, an onboard refrigerator, and an upgraded sound system, could push the top end well past $80,000 for discerning clients. Additional options could include solar roof package, ceramic-coated photovoltaic panels integrated into the panoramic roof, off-grid adventure pack, reinforced skid plates, upgraded air suspension, and underbody lighting. Luxury mobile office, deployable desk surfaces, integrated smart whiteboard, and satellite internet. Tech Vision Suite, advanced R head-up display with built-in traffic prediction and remote fleet analytics. Factor in regional incentives, federal tax credits for hybrid or electric vehicles, state rebates, and potential fleet discounts, and the effective cost of ownership may dip further. For small businesses, these incentives could shave off up to $7,500, making the fully electric concept more attainable than initial numbers suggest. In terms of market positioning, Chevrolet seems to aim for a sweet spot. More premium than bread-and-butter cargo vans, yet more accessible than boutique luxury vans. By offering a spectrum of trims and powertrains, they invite both pragmatic entrepreneurs and lifestyle seekers to stake a claim. Ownership costs. Diving into the total cost of ownership for a vehicle as advanced as the 2025 Chevrolet Express Unofficial Concept requires examining maintenance, insurance, depreciation, energy fuel, and potential incentives. Maintenance and service. Routine maintenance on hybrid and electric variants typically costs less than on pure internal combustion vans, due to fewer moving parts and less frequent oil changes. Chevrolet's complimentary scheduled maintenance for the first 2 years covers brake inspections, cabin air filter replacements, and tire rotations at no extra cost. Beyond that, expect annual servicing to approximate $300, $400, primarily for brake pad replacement and software updates. Insurance. With its high-tech features and luxury positioning, insurance premiums may be marginally higher than for conventional cargo vans. Estimates point to roughly $1,500, $1,800 per year in comprehensive coverage for the base hybrid model, rising to $1,900, $2,200 for the fully electric trim. Considering battery replacement costs and advanced driver assist components. Energy fuel. Mild hybrid, around 22 mpg city, 28 mpg highway, translating to approximately $1,800 annually at current fuel prices. Plug-in hybrid, with an electric range of 35 miles. Most daily commutes could be EV only, reducing fuel costs to under $800 per year, plus about $200 in electricity. Full electric, at a national average of $0. 14 kilowatt-hours, achieving a 300-mile range requires roughly $42 to recharge fully, equivalent to about $600 per year if charging primarily at home. And slightly more if relying on public fast chargers. Depreciation. Historically, vans depreciate faster than cars, often losing about 25% of value in the first 3 years. However, the uniqueness and limited initial production run of the concept could curb this decline to around 18–20%. Assuming strong demand among specialty fleets and lifestyle buyers. Regular software updates and modular upgrades could further slow depreciation by keeping the vehicle feeling current. Incentives and tax benefits. Federal tax credits of up to $7,500 for plug-in hybrids and $10,000 for electric vans could substantially reduce upfront costs. Some states and municipalities add extra rebates or reduced registration fees, potentially saving another $1,500, $3,000 over the first year. Unexpected costs. Software subscription fees, optional advanced navigation and remote analytics could incur $15, $25 monthly. Accessory upgrades, modular interior add-ons, like the luxury mobile office or off-grid adventure pack, carry separate warranties but demand additional investment. Battery replacement. Chevrolet's 8-year 100,000-mile battery warranty ensures major repairs are covered, but post-warranty replacements can cost between $8,000, $12,000. When tallying these factors, an owner of the plug-in hybrid trim, leveraging all available incentives, might realize a net annual cost of around $6,000, $7,000. Meanwhile, the fully electric variant, with lower energy and maintenance bills but higher insurance and depreciation, could settle around $6,500, $8,000 per year. Against the convenience, flexibility, and prestige this vehicle offers, such costs may well represent a compelling investment for entrepreneurs, creatives, and adventurers alike. Every detail of the 2025 Chevrolet Express Unofficial Concept reads like a love letter to possibility. Here is a vehicle that does not simply ask what can a van be, but rather demands what should our relationship with mobility become? From adaptive exteriors and immersive interiors to multiple powertrain paths and thoughtfully engineered ownership experiences, Chevrolet's concept redefines how we move, work, and dream on four wheels. In an era when utility often sacrifices emotion, this van promises to deliver both in equal measure, setting a new benchmark for what a workhorse can truly achieve. Driving experience. Sliding behind the futuristic yoke-style steering control of the 2025 Chevrolet Express Unofficial Concept feels less like settling into a van and more like boarding a spacecraft poised at the launch pad. From the very first press of the blue drive button, an LED illuminated disc set into the sculpted center console, the dash comes alive. Its flexible OLED ribbon stretching gracefully before your eyes, flickering through menus with a satisfying tactile thrum under your fingertips. In those opening moments, there's an electrifying sense that you are engaging with something wholly new. A vehicle designed not merely to transport, but to transform the mundane act of driving into an event worthy of repeated indulgence. Once rolling, the Express Concept's adaptive air suspension immediately clarifies its intent. On city streets, the van retains a low, sporty poise, its ride firm yet forgiving, able to cushion potholes and speed bumps without the bouncy, disconnected feeling typical of larger vehicles. Around corners, the body control is uncanny, the suspension's predictive algorithms, fed by forward-facing LiDAR and road surface sensors, modulate damping in real time. You'll detect a subtle lean only when you intentionally flirt with the van's limits, and even then it feels deliberate and reassuring rather than unsettling. In sport mode, throttle responses sharpen, the regenerative braking system intensifies to mimic engine braking, and steering weight increases, transforming the Express from a pragmatic workhorse into a surprisingly engaging performer. Highway driving elevates this sensation further. Engage the Concept's Flow Cruise autonomous hybrid mode, and you'll find yourself drifting into a relaxed reverie as the van maintains lane position with millimetric precision. The RoadWave adaptive grille shutters automatically close at speed to optimize aerodynamics, and that ChromaFlow pane subtly shifts hue under the rising sun, lulling you into a peaceful trance. Meanwhile, the glass roof's embedded photovoltaic cells silently harvest energy, quietly topping up the hybrid battery and extending your electric-only range without any conscious input. The hum of tires on asphalt and the faint whisper of airflow is all you hear, save for a low, resonant heartbeat soundscape projected through the 14-speaker Bose surround system. This isn't artificial noise cancellation, it's a carefully composed ambient track whose tempo matches your speed, dynamically adjusting to keep the cabin vibe ever engaging and never monotonous. In full electric mode, the Concept's instant torque from the dual-motor setup is exhilarating. A gentle tap of the accelerator and urban glide profile quietly propels you forward with effortless smoothness, perfect for weaving through downtown traffic or silently pulling up at valet stands. But flip into Thunderroll and you unleash the van's full 580 horsepower potential. The rush is immediate, yet the transition is so fluid that you're never jarred by a sudden jolt. It's a stealthy kind of power. One moment you're ambling along in near silence, the next you're poised to sprint past heavier sports sedans. All while seated in a cabin that feels more luxury lounge than commercial vehicle. One of the Concept's most surprising traits is its chassis communication. Embedded sensors beneath the floor continuously map road surface quality, transmitting micro-adjustments to the suspension and steering systems. You begin to feel the texture of the pavement as subtle variations in steering feedback and seat vibration, an almost tactile connection to the world beyond the glass. This isn't merely for driver enjoyment. Those data streams feed into the Chevy cloud, improving future firmware updates and enabling the vehicle to learn your favorite routes, adjust ride firmness around recurring bumps, and even recommend alternate paths when construction threatens a jarring commute.